I'm so excited. I am so freaking excited for so many reasons, and I'll explain all of them in just a moment. But what's up, crew? Welcome back to Project Garage. This channel is dedicated to money pits around the world, and today I'd like to officially introduce you to Prjct. So, I may have made a financially poor decision, but I get to register this as non-op. And oh, you bought a Tundra? Prjct.TrackDay. Many reasons why I'm super stoked about this project. First and foremost is I've just been wanting a truck ever since I got rid of my first truck, my F-150 back in the day. It wasn't super reliable, but it was so much fun to own and so much fun to have. To finally have a truck again is super exciting. Before we got our Jeep Grand Cherokee, I was actually looking at the 2015 Tundra Crewmax and felt like the doors were way too big. And now that we have two kids, I was like, maybe those giant doors would have been super beneficial for us. But fast forward to now, got myself a Tundra. Don't worry, didn't get rid of the E36, but that's also part of the reason why I wanted really badly to get a Tundra as soon as possible. My wife and I ran into the issue of having only one drivable car. As a videographer, I have to travel every once in a while, and I was out one time with the Jeep. Didn't get back in time to pick up the kids from school, so she had to borrow someone else's car. Didn't want to have to do that again, so picked up the Tundra. Super stoked to have a truck, super stoked to have two drivable vehicles to where if I'm traveling, my wife still has a vehicle to pick up the kids. And then the last one is I get to register the E36 as non-op and go full race car with this. I would love to be able to still drive it on the street, but let's be honest, it'll be a while before I actually hit full race car to where it legally cannot drive on the streets. But yeah, the flexibility and ability to just decide to rip it all out and put go fast parts in that thing is just going to be that much easier, and that's super exciting. So got a few rapid fire things on the list to get done here. I'm not going to go super crazy on the truck. It's really just going to, try to make it look better from what it looks right now. A lot of stock parts on it, a lot of like random stuff the previous owner put on it that don't look so great, and then of course some personal changes. I wish I had recorded everything that I did for the audio system, but I finished putting in a subwoofer. I ended up putting what I had in the Beamer, which was a huge 10-inch massive subwoofer with a huge box, and it doesn't quite fit. So I ordered a new subwoofer already, have a Scar 8-inch, and I'm gonna try to customize the box to fit behind the back seats. That'll be in the next video. I also just ordered new interior because this is cloth interior, and it was kind of like you had to give or take in a couple different places. And the last thing that I got going on is, you know what? I'll show ya. You see, in order to get the truck that I wanted, I had to compromise somewhere. And that somewhere for this one, well, technically was the interior, but ended up being these donut spare tire looking wheels. So let's go fix that today. Shopping for a truck, I found that I would have to compromise somewhere. There's like three major things that I was looking for in a truck. aside from the fact that it needed to be a Tundra Crewmax, because that's my favorite shape out there. I was looking at pretty much across the board for years, and I ended up landing sort of above the 2014. The real three main things that I needed other than that stuff was four-wheel drive, interior, and actually, what is the last one? And really color, I guess, white or black. There was several times I almost compromised and went with silver, but then just kind of like backed up and I was like, nah, I want white or black. Like exterior is kind of important and it's hard to change. So the next compromise was in the price range that I was sitting, you either got all-wheel drive, no leather, or you got leather and no all-wheel drive. Like for some reason, those two things counter each other. I almost had one that was all-wheel drive and leather, but it was a little bit overpriced for my budget. And then I had one that was two-wheel drive that was leather interior, super awesome on the inside. But really what it came down to is like, I can't really convert a rear-wheel drive Tundra into an all-wheel drive Tundra. That's way too expensive. I don't even know if that's possible. So I decided that, you know what, for the price, I can probably redo the interior no problem, whether it be seat covers, which would be janky, or find a solution, or just go to an upholstery shop and see how much it's gonna cost. So I ended up with this, all-wheel drive with a cloth interior, which I already ordered the leather seats to replace, which we'll have another video of the DIY install. The one light caveat, which like I didn't really even consider while I was shopping, because typically you don't find well-priced Tundras or trucks with premium wheels or like aftermarket wheels. Usually that jacks up the price pretty good. So I wasn't even paying attention to the wheels. I kind of looked at them on the pictures. I was like, they're black, they're cool, they look all right. And then I got there in person and realized, wow, those are actually like the base model stock Toyota truck wheels, and they're not black. They are silver. They only come in one color, it's silver. But when you get close enough, it's just Plasti Dip black, which if you know what Plasti Dip looks like, if you don't do it right, it looks like absolute ass. One more compromise in this purchase was the wheels, because when I got there, I was like really bought in. I really wanted to get the truck. It's all-wheel drive. It's really what I wanted. 2017 with good mileage. I went for it and figured, you know what? I can change the interior, not too bad. I'll figure out the pricing. And then I can change the wheels, absolutely. Because, you know, wheels are wheels. We did it on the Beamer, now we're doing it on the truck. Pretty stoked about this, can't wait to get them on. The good thing about this switch is I don't need to buy tires. At least I hope I don't need to. The tires on the truck look like they're pretty much brand new. They have a good tread. They look like they are a little bit hybrid because they're not super chunky, but they have like the sidewall grip. They are Cooper AT3, I believe, 32 inches. So obviously down the line, because this is such a big truck, I would love to go with like 35 plus because they just look small on this big, huge frame. So once we wear down these tires, or when I've got budget where I can just be like, F it, I'm gonna throw on some giant tires on this thing and lift it, because I think I also have to lift it to do those tires. For now, we're just gonna transplant what's on the truck right now onto the Methods and be good to go. Super stoked about this. Like, this has been a dream for a while to get a big, real truck again. And then especially with buying the Beamer, like the Beamer was supposed to be a daily car, but after a few trips down to San Jose, one trip to LA, blew a head gasket, and it's just, the reliability isn't there. Plus, I've always wanted to just fully race that thing out, make it full project car, so now I can do that. I think in the coming videos, I'm still working on a design for the sub behind me. I bought a really, really chunky 8-inch, and I think it might be a little bit too chunky to fit inside of a truck, but we'll see. I'm playing around with some designs, might just have to go down firing. And then in a video after that, or maybe even before that, depending on my timing, got the interior coming in, black leather with white stitching, and I'm gonna do a DIY installation, working out a deal with Catskin to trade some work for some of the pieces that are going into the seats, which I'm super excited about as well. So, bye-bye cloth interior, hello premium leather. All right, get these wheels on and I'll do some sexy shots right now. That'll be it for today. Thank you for joining us on this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to officially kick off Prjct.TrackDay. This isn't going to be like a crazy project. I'm just literally going to change up some of the exterior personalizations that I want to put into the truck. There might be a couple things like exhaust and intake that I'll do just to kind of beef up the sound. But other than that, it's really just gonna be my haul to track day and back. And then obviously whenever I have work that's not in the area, gotta drive down to like San Jose and stuff, I'll drive this. But that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, join the crew. This is gonna be a serious money pit channel. And if you've been around, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment. Those two things help other people find us. Maybe grab the link, send it to a couple friends. Let's see if we can get this channel growing a little bit. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.